Hello and welcome back for match 2. This is Oldmanpoole. We have resumed our rightful place as the option to go first, which we definitely will. Opponent gives us the good luck there. Ooh, don't love this hand. It's a lot of lands. And I think we are in danger of getting flooded with this deck already. Torment of Venom and Aerial Guide are some of our best cards. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think that I'm the worst when it comes to mulliganing when there's too many lands in a hand. It's pretty obvious if like 1 or 2 land hands, or at least a lot of the time it's pretty obvious whether they're keepable or not. But things like this, like, I don't know. Hard to tell how often this will just be fine. Like 2 good cards and 5 lands. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it, but I could definitely see this maybe being a mulligan. I just don't have a real good, or as good a sense of that as I would like. Alright, we'll pass back to my opponent. Pray for that 2-drop draw. Medical Sorcerer. It looks pretty, like, vampire-y, my opponent's thing. Thought it was like Singular Vampire or something at first. Okay, 2-drop. Reward me! Ah, almost. Well, we're gonna keep the Floodwaters, because we definitely are gonna be able to play it this game. No Aerial Guide quite yet, though. I guess we could have kept concealed that we had an island for or a swamp for 1 more turn. We do want to be able to play Torment. Ooh. White-red, but no 2-drop. Probably also looking to get aggressive. I was like, no, another land, but we can't complain. It's just gonna happen. We kept a hand with too many lands. It's part of the game. And now we place Floodwaters on time. That's a pretty powerful tempo play. And this may end up being very much a tempo thing. Ooh, Cycling Inferno Jet. I'd like to see that. Good to know he's got this. That definitely kills you out of nowhere a lot. Kenra? Disposal Mummy. Okay. And Mummy's not even that scary. On the other hand, we really want to draw a play because I don't want to use Torment of Venom on this. I don't want to do nothing. Ooh, right on time, Ava Initiate. You never fail me. Let's get in with our Aerial Guide. And even against red-white, I mean, I'm going to pretend like I'm on the beat down here. We do have a couple of good spells like we could be. We draw like 1 more Evasive Thread or some Afflict. Maybe this is a 3-turn clock? I guess it is if he takes the damage from Torment of Venom. Ooh, Devastator's good. It's a little bit less good in a racing situation, but still pretty good. We could just Torment of Venom that. I kind of like playing our Kenner Eternal though, then using Floodwaters next turn, and then saving the Torment of Venom for something we really need to get rid of. I mean, we can take 5 here. I think that's okay. Haha, double flying. Fear me. I take my opponent down to 13. Play our Eternal. And pass. The intention of using Floodwaters next turn. I imagine my opponent just swings with both of these. We'll bounce back like the Devastator and whatever he plays this turn. But unless he's had a way to interact with the Aerial Guide, the Kenner Eternal's getting in anyway, so there's no real reason to block. Ooh. Just pumping. Okay. Just pumping once. He's got 2-drop. Or 3-drop, I guess. Holding his mana like a good guy. Another Disposal Mummy. Don't love Disposal Mummy. Like, for my opponent, I'm okay with him playing it. Riverwinder. We're 1 land away from that too. That's nice. So we could just swing with everything and leave up Torment of Venom and save the Floodwaters. Or we could just Floodwaters him now and almost guarantee lethal next turn. Let's see, we swing with all of these. That's 7, we take them down to 6. So actually, I guess it's not quite enough with these two. If he kills off like the aerial guide, we could leave the Floodwaters as a... Yeah, maybe that's better for next turn. And just remove 2 blockers in the crucial turn and keep up Torment of Venom. I think I like that best. Let's just swing and pass. And we'll give our Eternal Flying. Wonder if we should play around another Inferno Jet. So we could just... Well, I guess if we Torment of Venom and he has a pump spell to save it, then he can Inferno Jet next turn as well. I think we can afford to wait. I guess it gives him one more turn to draw the land, but he just wants to pitch anyway. Maybe we should have Tormented there. He's unlikely to use a trick straight up. I'm getting in with everything. Wait, potential for just death. The problem is if we just take it here, then he Inferno Jets us and kills us. I think we're just gonna kill this. Yeah. I mean, it's possibly would have pumped or something. Okay, opponent concedes. Alright, so I guess we got him there. I kind of am guessing he maybe had another Inferno Jet. Especially because he was so willing to cycle that away. He didn't miss a land drop. I think maybe he was just like, oh, if there's 2 of them, I don't need both. Okay, well, we got there. We'll have to worry about that in the upcoming games. So, Naga Oracle seems decent. Ancient Crab, I guess, also seemed decent. Not great against the frontline Devastators, but fine against the Disposal Mummies. Wrappings wasn't great. We have enough 2-drops. Don't think we need Carrion's Creature. We could play Doom Descender as maybe instead of a Spellweaver Eternal. This is just a little bit better of a defensive card. Don't love Cunning Survivor. That seems bad. Torment is maybe questionable. It depends on if we think we can take the tempo advantage. My opponent's going to go first this next game. May have to play a little bit slower, a little bit more defensive, which means maybe the Crab's better too, and we just try and kill him off with flyers. We'll cut like an Eternal. We'll cut like an Eternal and the Torment. This is a really great like late game finisher, but it's maybe not the best against a very aggressive opponent. Okay, let's submit this. Ugh. I'm sure you all really appreciate my random noises. Man, I hate this hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. It's another 5-lander with 2 spells, but I think that this is enough worse than like an Aerial Guide and the Torment. I just don't love it. It does have a 2-drop, but we kind of just want to set this in our hand. We don't want to cycle it with this many lands. I feel like we just get run over with this hand a lot, so I'm gonna mulligan. And this hand's a little bit better. Go ahead and keep, and we'll put that on top. Okay. Getting there. This deck, like most sort of beat-downy tempo decks, it feels like this is the way the format breaks down a lot for me. And we're obviously a lot worse if we get behind. Rose Faithful. Oh, well. He thinks we're really aggressive. Which I guess we kind of are. Interesting. That is not the sideboard card I would have expected. Not great against the Spellweaver Eternal. Let's see what his follow-up is. We don't really want to see like a random 2-drop. Maybe he's not that aggressive. Maybe he's just kind of more mid-rangey. Eternal of Harsh Truce is really good with Aerial Guide a little bit later in the game. Let's play our Eternal for now. Pass. See if Fit gets like blown away before the end of the turn. Nope, no play. Well, I like my opponent skipping his 2. Disposal Mummy? Disposal Mummy. Seems to have a lot of those. Fine by me. Aerial Guide will continue doing great work. Or just too good. It's too good. Let's call it what it is. But my opponent definitely is stopping our beatdown, at least for the time being. But again, if he's playing white-red, I feel like... I don't know. Well, okay, Theme Worthy is really good. The poor Eternal of Harsh Truths combo will not be coming to pass. But yeah, Aerial Guide is dead. Fine. Opponent gonna get in with Disposal Mummy. It's a little bit interesting. Means he's okay trading 2 points for 2 points. I think I'm okay with that. Given he's playing things like the God Pharaoh's Faithful. Let's get in with our Spellweaver Eternal. No block. Or I guess there's no point in blocking really, is there? Just gives him the opportunity to randomly be blown out. There, even initiate, and we'll pass. Sad fate of the Aerial Guide, but hopefully even initiate will be a decent successor. We're a little bit out of gas. The Eternal doesn't look great against this board. I mean, I guess it still afflicts. It actually swings into these guys okay. Yeah, I guess it's not the worst. Eventually we'll be able to use Floodwaters to force it through. And Bear. Maybe not even that. And another Disposal Mummy. Okay, yeah. Eternal's looking worse. Oh no! Aerial Guide. Disposed of. Opponent cackles over there. The value. The value! I guess we just play the Eternal here. It blocks the Disposal Mummy fine, I guess. In with our Initiate. You could just Fanbearer it away, but that's pretty aggressive. I don't even know if it's that great. I wonder how this hand would have played out against my opponent had I not mulliganed. Probably would have been great. He would have had like Disposal Mummy on turn 3 and we would have just been... We'd be getting close to Riverwinder, I guess, probably. Although Fanbearer, well no, it's hexproof. I don't know. Obviously, as is often the case, it would depend on how we drew, but I think the mulligan would have been is gonna be correct there most of the time. I think. Yeah, fine by me. Don't really love double blocking. It gives him the opportunity for a blowout. But we'll mitigate the little damage that we can. No play. Interesting. So we do have to remember that he's got Inferno Jet in his deck, and that's definitely a possibility. I wonder if we want to cycle off the Illumination. Let's go to attacks. Because we could be playing from 8 life. We do have to kind of play like that. Get rid of the Initiate, I imagine. So we can swing with both. I guess we probably do, and just like leave the Doom Dissenter back. We're still not quite dead at that point, if that's how he plays it. I don't know. Maybe we should be playing around Inferno Jet really aggressively. We take him down to 11. Wish we had 2 black. I think we'll play the Doom Descender. I think we're gonna plan on cycling the elimination, which means maybe I should do that first. If we find a black land, it's good for us. Probably should have done that before combat. I think it's just gonna be a game where we don't have the time. Also cycles. Huh, that's interesting. Cycling at this point. Oh, perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. We draw another land, we get to Floodwaters too. It'd be a pretty good swing. And just throwing a Doom Descender in front of one of these mummies isn't the worst. Okay, so he does have Magma Jet mana. I guess he just desperately wanted to get there, maybe? Why would you cycle this? 1 turn away from it being good. Let's see. Suppose he has random combat trick for 2. He's just down to 10. Still a little ways away at that point. I'm just gonna block again. Don't love double blocking. I guess it's not quite as bad because the Doom Descender would come back as a 2/2, but still don't love it. Solitary Camel. Okay, that's something we have to get rid of. And then the Fan Bearer. Ooh. Don't hate that. Let's go to attacks. Gonna tap down our Initiate, I imagine. No, it's not. Well, that makes me think Trick. We could just not swing in with things. Problem is we're gonna have to block him next turn anyway. Because if he's got a Trick, we're close to dead, or at least he can put on the Solitary Camel, it's really good. Probably just a +2/+2. Could be the +1 first strike. Dave Initiate's gonna take him to 8. We play swing with both of those. It's another 5 damage and Afflict. Potentially. He's gonna gain some from the lifelink. I think I'm just gonna swing with the Initiate. What if he just missed the tap though? He did pause there for a second. I think he's gotta have a trick. Okay. We'll swing with the Ava Initiate. We'll drop an Ominous Sphinx. Have to plan on eating the combat trick, unfortunately, but we have a couple of big flyers and a whole bunch of Afflict damage, so we're just using the tap now. Okay. Maybe gonna try an Alpha Strike next turn. Or I guess just using up his mana. This is a close game. Less close if he doesn't have Inferno Jet, but I think we have to try and play like he does. 1 land lets us Floodwaters, that probably kills him. So, like triple block. Oh, tapping something. Interesting. Okay. So how do we set up lethal next turn? Set up lethal next turn. He can't play Inferno Jet right now. He played a land, he has played a land. He goes up to 11. Swing for 7 for... What's in 1? 7. Goes down to 4. It's kind of dead. With combat trick here, he gains more life. What if he's got the +1/+1 first strike? That's just like the nightmare though, if we double block. I guess if we double block we might as well. No, if we triple block you can just kill the Eternal. could just take it. And then he has 2 combat tricks. It's not enough to kill us, but it's pretty bad for us because they'll just gain a lot of solitary camel. Pretty sure he has a trick. I think I'm gonna take it. Ugh. We get to kill him next turn though. Wonder if I shouldn't be playing around that. He might not have Inferno Jet. He might not. I think he's got a trick though. Now he has to decide whether he wants to use it just for the lifelink. If he does have Inferno Jet, the goal just becomes to survive 1 more turn. But if he has Jet and a trick, he can't play a blocker, so he's kind of in trouble. I guess the untap one would be pretty good. But if we hit land for Floodwaters, we can get rid of it. Okay, opponent on the tank for a while there, decides not to use anything. Good, he plays. Okay. Floodwaters wins it for us. We have lethal otherwise? I don't know that we do. Close. Land. Come on, land. Okay, so we swing with everything. He goes down to 5. He blocks. There. Goes down to 2. He's dead that way. So it's 5. Block. 3. Dead. I think we just got him, right? Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and swing. Alright, well, one more try. Takes him to 5. And however he blocks. He doesn't want to block this guy. He doesn't want to block this guy. Blocks there and there. Still takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, that's not quite enough, is it? It goes to 1. Floodwaters would have done it. I shouldn't have moved into combat quite yet. That was rough. Yeah, block, and then that's 3. Okay, well, let's go ahead and cycle this guy. Let's attack with everything. See what we can't find. If we find a non-creature spell, I guess we could have done it. Can't enter our combat. Grab. Dang. And I think we got greedy. Maybe we shouldn't have tried to play around everything we could have. We just played a less of a race game. Flyers might have been able to do it. But yeah, I assume my opponents figured this out after thinking for a while there. Ooh, opponent says GG's. Haha, opponent concedes. I'm pretty sure he could have lived. 7. Right, takes him to 5. And then 2 blocks. Blocks there. Blocks there. Takes him to 4. Yeah, he wasn't dead. Well, the bluff, I guess. The bluff. Let's draw a card and see what we hit. Yeah, nothing. We did a land earlier for Floodwaters. It would have been the tide. Maybe that would have been the right play anyway to hope for that. I think maybe we should have played more conservatively and tried to get in with just the flyers and blocked like solitary camel and stalled. But got there. Whew.